Hi, I'm Chris Finch, the Purdue Program Director of Motorsports Engineering in Indianapolis. So if you're planning a summer road trip, deciding not to fly and avoiding the congestion of the airports, and you just want to drive, fuel efficiency, even though gas prices are tending to come down, fuel efficiency is still going to be really important. And, the number one, and it's why if you look in your manual, which I know nobody does, but if you look in your manual, carb manual, you'll see that the tires have recommended tire pressure. It'd be important to put it up towards the top end of that. Like if the range is 32 to 36, put it at 36. It decreases the rolling resistance of the vehicle, which means it's going to burn a lot less fuel as you go down for, if you're going from here to California, let's say. The other one is modern cars, we all, gets hot out, we all have AC, but if it's a nice day and you want to drive around with the windows down, that's more drag, more wind resistance. If you put the windows up, that creates less drag, so that means the engine has to do less work to move the vehicle down the road. When you think motorsports engineering or just general automotive engineering and what as an everyday driver, let's just classify us as everyday drivers, right? It's one of the things, it's you get into a modern car and everyone gets so frustrated because they drive up to a stoplight and the car shuts off. And everyone's like, I got to turn this off. This drives me nuts, right? But the reason for that is if you think of your daily driving, you spend most of your time in stoplights and traffic, and the amount of energy it takes just to keep the engine idling is just burning fuel, right? It's just taking fuel out of your tank, which indirectly is taking money out of your wallet. So, the manufacturers, the engineers decided, that one of the most efficient ways we can do this is just to let the car turn off. And then when you go to accelerate, it just has to restart the engine, which doesn't burn a lot of fuel to get it restarted. And so it's what you're seeing is, or what you are experiencing is, engineering, right, to solve a problem. And the problem that is faced with automotive engineers, which comes back to motorsports engineering as well, is how do we make this more fuel efficient? Everything we do and planning for the race is all about fuel efficiency. We target, I don't remember the size of the cells, but it's a 200 lap race. You're going to last the cars will last about 30 laps is usually a stint. It puts it around 6 to 7 stops. So you're always thinking about that. If you wonder, like everyone talks about, you get to lap 90 and 100 and the whole race dynamics has kind of settled down. That's because it's like, well, why isn't this driver passing that driver? We're saving fuel. We're purposely using the car in front of us to save fuel. So it breaks the wind resistance down or decreases our drag because we're in their wake, and we do that on purpose. We run a little bit leaner on the car. Drivers lift a little bit more. Yes, we are lifting during the race at the 500, and they do it purposely to save fuel. And it's all about getting 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 more laps to anticipate how to strategically be in the best place at the end to win.